Guys, today we've got early Jordans, one of the wildest new sneaker collaborations, and Adidas foam runners. So I guess let's start with this one. Definitely low on pull tabs in today's video. Oh, okay, this one is very, very late. They were actually sat around on a website, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll pick these things up. This, guys, is the Terra Squad Air Force One. And they smell really good, like nice leather. These things did not sell out, which is actually very surprising because, I mean, this is a pair of shoes that a lot of people wanted, or at least that's what they said. Now, in terms of collaborations, it's a very, very simple one, which tends to be the case when it comes to Air Force One lows, but this one definitely has better material. Of course, I think the main visual change between this pair of shoes and a regular Air Force One is that TS branding on the back, as well as on the heel tab. Obviously, the history behind this pair of shoes is the main factor of why this is such an iconic pair. Essentially, this is a one-to-one remake of the Terra Squad Air Force One low that was only friends and family decades ago. It never released to the public, however, here in 2023, it is back. So some people are absolutely over the moon that this pair of shoes got a retail release, and other people are just like, man, it's Panda Air Forces. I will say, if you were looking for a black and white pair of Air Force Ones, and even if you didn't know who Terra Squad was, this is a very, very well-made pair, and it feels really good in hand. Oh yes, we got one of those Nike pull tabs. Ooh, okay. A brand new Jordan 1 model. Ooh, this is the Jordan 1 High MM. So we've seen different spin-off models like Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort 1 and 2. But this one was a little bit more interesting to me because they talked about how premium it is. So I believe the Jordan 1 MM stands for Jordan 1 Method of Make. And the whole idea behind this pair is like deconstructed, super soft premium materials. All of the leather panels are super exaggerated, so they all kind of overlap each other. Now, the soft leather is one of the most interesting parts because these feel unlike any other Jordan I've felt. It does make this toe box super floppy and misshaped. I was just super interested to check out this model because this is the first colorway that's launched, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty more in the future, including potentially some collaborations. That's usually how Nike works. Let's get into this giant box because I cannot wait to see this pair of shoes. Ooh, and this box feels nice. You would expect that for the price of these things. Little dust bag, which feels kind of nice. Okay. There's a lot to unpack here, guys. This is the Adidas Moncler puffer shoe. I can't even remember what they're calling this one. You know what, guys? These are actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, the NMD S1 midsole is already crazy in and of itself. Then you add this huge puffer jacket upper. You also get this inner sock piece here. Not the biggest fan, but at least it's extremely stretchy. Looks like a little fanny pack, but let's see what's inside. Yeah, okay, so, oh, what is this? I guess this is for your shoe, so it kind of like covers it, kind of like the Travis Scott trainers. Let me know what you think of these down in the comment section. Either way, let's keep it moving. All right, we got another pull tab. Ooh, okay, this is another one of those shoes, which is a little bit late. Yeah, look at this box. Wow, okay, you got a bunch in here. This is the Nike Airship corporate collaboration. These things feel really, really nice. Like this suede, which I think is like one of the only times I've seen an Airship in suede. Look at that little Gotham text that you got on the back. This is the only time you're ever gonna see this again. You've also got a little bit of embroidery on the inner sock liner. So it says there, for the city. I would definitely opt for the white laces just to tie into the midsole. I thought that they completely sold out, and I just happened to see these things sitting for retail. When I saw them in my size, I was like, yeah, definitely I want to check these things out. Let me know what you think of these things down in the comment section. I really like this colorway. All right, let's take a look at this one. This is something I didn't even know existed until I just saw them on Adidas's website, and I was like, what the hell? When did they release these? So here we got regular Adidas box, super light. Okay, wow, this is wild. Guys, this is the Adidas foam runner, or what they're calling the Adifoam Supernova. Whenever, I'm not entirely sure when these things released, but yeah, I think you can kind of very obviously tell what these look like. And of course, I'm talking about the Yeezy foam runner. Obviously, there's a lot of massive differences in the design, but very, very key things that I think have been kind of utilized on this Adidas version. This thing looks more like the Yeezy Foam Runner than the Adi Foam Q, in my opinion. I mean, maybe the shape is a little bit off. From my understanding, this is the first kind of Adidas clog without like the sock piece in there. They do look very narrow. So let me just slide my foot in here and see what they feel like. Wow. That is unnaturally narrow and weirdly long, just so tight. I mean, this is my true size, and this area is just insanely tight. But the material doesn't even feel the same as the Yeezy Foam Runner. Like, the Foam Runner feels a lot softer. If you're Adidas, why don't you just use the same foam at this point on this pair of shoes? Adidas is out here with a bunch of shoes that kind of look like Yeezys. In fact, I made a whole top 5 list based on that. Let me know what you think of these, and am I just tripping? Am I reaching, saying that these things look like each other? All right, I think this one is a very frustrating pickup because this was supposed to come ages ago. Like, this was supposed to be an early review. Just appreciate this sleeve because that's such a cool freaking box that these things come in. Look at that. So if you caught one of my previous videos, we already unboxed these things, and that's because this is a second pair that I was supposed to get ages ago, but they just got delayed or held up or something, so they cost as much as an early pair, but I didn't get them early. This is such a phenomenal sneaker. There you go, the freaking J Balvin Jordan 3. Looking super, super cool. We're not gonna spend too long because, like I said, I unboxed these things in my last video, so if you want to check that out, feel free. This is probably going to be one of my favorite Jordans of the year. Like, I think they absolutely killed it from the colorway to the material. I wasn't the biggest fan of the first, you know, the Jordan 1 and the Jordan 2, so going into this one, I was a bit skeptical, but I think they killed it. Either way, let me know if you managed to get these things, hopefully for retail. If you did, they were super limited, so that was a big W, and congrats. All right, let's get into this one. Final pair. Here we go, guys. We have the box all over red Jordan 1 box. This is a pair that everybody hates, so let's find out why. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. You get a little dust bag or a tote bag, which doesn't even look like that's gonna fit both of the shoes. Oh, they are super satin. This is the Jordan 1 High Satin Bread. Wow, that is pretty cool. I've never seen this pair in hand, and I'm talking about the original from 2016 that dropped. So obviously, these are gonna be dropping upcoming this month, I believe on the 18th. I've seen so many people saying that they just hate this pair of shoes for different reasons. So basically, people who had the 2016 version of this shoe, and they were super limited to 500 pairs, and they were holding on to it because it cost so much money. They're super annoyed that Jordan Brand is bringing this pair of shoes back. And then the other people that like this pair of shoes, they're annoyed because it only comes in a woman's size run, so anybody with bigger feet cannot get them. And then other people just don't like satin material on a pair of Jordan 1s. I mean, it's kind of cool to see them, and you also get an extra pair of laces, which are all over red, and these also come with the metal aglets as well. Honestly, I would take the satins over the patent breads. The much more vibrant red thing, I would take obviously the original over both of these. I don't know how hard they're going to be to get. As we know, Jordan 1's hype decline, you know the whole spiel. It depends how limited they are. Definitely up there as one of the most hyped Jordans that's dropping this year. I think anybody who really wanted the satin breads but obviously couldn't afford them, didn't get them when there was only 500 pairs, I think they're going to be happy about this pair of shoes coming back. It's just how many of those people actually exist. Drop it down in the comment section. How hyped are you for this pair of shoes? Is this a cop or a pass? Let me know your thoughts. And why don't you check out this video that YouTube's recommending to you? I'm not entirely sure what it is, but you can find out for the both of us.